Hey, what's up everybody? Mike here again, and this is the Ringke Slim for the Nexus 6. This is available on Amazon. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can get this shipped for roughly $10, taxes pending of course. Now I do have the Nexus 6 D-brand carbon fiber black skin. If you do have a D-brand skin, do not be worried. If you just have the back itself, it will not interfere or cause any compatibility issues with this case in particular. There are rumors or complaints or reports that if you do have a front-facing D-brand skin, a front skin, that it does have a compatibility issue with some cases in particular, so be aware of that. But in this case, if you just have a back skin, it will be perfectly fine with this case, and pretty much any case from what I've seen so far. But once you order it, you will receive it in a package much like this. Now I have already opened mine from a previous top case review that you will find in my channel if you want to look for that. But once you open up the actual packaging, you will see that you have whichever unit color that you have chosen, and you will have this nice little package inside. You will have the installation pamphlet. You will have a nice little bonus. A screen protector will be included, which you really can't beat. This actually fits the screen perfectly. I did check. It has the cutout perfectly. All the alignment is correct for the front-facing camera and the two speakers located on top and bottom. So that is a nice little bonus for $10 included with the case itself. Now I have the white version obviously, and I'm just going to throw it into the phone. Now you do see all the branding and information inside of the case. Once you flip it over, and it just tells you where it's designed and made, and it explains that it's 360 degrees of protection, which I will go over. Now when I put it on or apply it to the Nexus 6, I start from the bottom and work my way to the top, and it just snaps right in. No effort really, very simple. Getting it off is another task. I will explain that later. But you have all your basic cutouts. You have your power button, your volume rockers, very easy to get to. You can hear the clicking, very easy to push, but not too easy. If it's in your hand, you're holding the case, you're not going to accidentally push it unless you want to. But very, very easy, nothing interfering with it, very easy. You have the micro USB cutout on the bottom. You have the microphone cutout. You have a little bit of branding, pretty subtle, you know, nothing sticking out too much. You do have a dimple, however, no cutout for the Motorola logo, Batwing dimple. So be aware of that. It's just a very light dimple in the back. You do have a cutout for the camera and the ring flash, obviously, and the headphone jack. Now there are 4 slits or cuts in each corner, and those are for removing and applying the case. Now if those weren't there, it would most likely crack. Now be aware this is plastic, and over time after removal, if you are going to be removing this a lot, that might eventually start to cause some cracking. I'm not sure. It's a pretty solid case. I've already taken this case off probably 20 to 30 times, and so far no issues at all. And I've had to put a lot of force into removing it quite a few times. But overall, cutouts are great. The only other thing I missed was that it does have a wristband strap option already installed or prefabbed into the case itself, which is a pretty nice little bonus if you want to, you know, put a wrist strap on. You're somebody who tends to drop their phone. It's just a little bonus feature. It does not come with it, but if you have one laying around or you want to buy one, you can definitely put that on and use it. So if you drop your phone, then you know, it'll just swing there instead of fall to the ground and most likely shatter or break or chip. But pretty solid case. The only other thing that I will mention that might be a negative or just a nitpick in general is taking off the case itself. It is a little bit more difficult than most cases, and I do recommend you are on a solid surface when you take it off, such as like a table or a desk or your bed or something along those lines. Make sure you're not just hovering about on, you know, a solid surface on the ground like, you know, concrete or tile, because if you drop it, you know, you're kind of screwed. And chances are you might when you try and get this thing off for the first time, unless you're like the Hulk and you just break it off. But it is, you know, a decent struggle. I mean, nothing too crazy, but it's harder than most cases, you know. And I think I've actually worn mine out from taking it off a couple times already, so it's probably given out a little bit, you know, a little bit more easy to take off. But the first time I was trying to take this thing off, you know, it was a little difficult, and maybe it was just the way I was doing it. Maybe I just got better at it, But just take that into consideration. It is not like most cases. It is a little bit more difficult to take off. Another thing I do want to point out, when you first receive it, make sure you check it before you even put it on the phone. Check these edges and make sure there's no sharp plastic sticking around from the manufacturing process. Just make sure that is clean and clear, because you do not want to have any chance of scratching up your aluminum or aluminium, however you pronounce it. You don't want to scratch that up, and take that into consideration as well, as this is plastic. And if you are, crazy about not scratching your phone, take that into account, that taking this case off multiple times might cause a scratch or two on your aluminum over time. But so far I've taken it off, like I said, 20-30 times, and I have not noticed any scratches. But other than that, pretty solid case. Comes with screen protector, everything you need, for $10 shipped from Amazon Prime. Can't really beat that. Great little case. Hope this helps you guys out. Till the next one. Peace.